When it comes to determining a person's core category being human and their innate energetic preferences that go along with it, the only reliable method is direct observation of the signifying physiological cues that are particular to that given core category. This is because other methods that focus on personal reflection or professional behavioral analysis inevitably fail due to the true underlying driving forces being obscured by erroneous emphasis being placed on learned misapprehensions. These learned misapprehensions usually fall into one of two kinds of causations, which are habitualization and conceptualization. Here we will discuss the issue of habitualization. Habitualization is the result of a given action, whether it be physical, mental, or emotional, that has been repeated numerous times, which leads to the creation of routine patterns of behavior that can feel so natural it is hard to imagine what it was like before they were built up into their current position of prominence over time. This effect can be magnified when it is coupled with validating feedback from the environment, such as conforming to societal norms in general or aligning with the sensibilities of a specific in-group affiliation. Separating deeply ingrained learned behavior from innate energetic preferences can be very difficult. Even more so the earlier, longer, more intensive, and thus more internalized the habitualization process has been. Over time, enacting these patterns is more automatic, and receiving corresponding responses from external sources is more expected, strongly influencing the construction of a person's reality. There could be many benefits to habitualization, such as helping to filter out distractions that occur regularly in the course of one's normal daily activities, to minimize their importance so that one can fully concentrate on more important and meaningful stimulus. Once habitualized behavior becomes semi-autonomic, then it can be performed with considerably less focus and attention, significantly reducing the conscious effort required, conserving mental resources for more complex tasks, such as processing new information and problem solving, thus improving productivity. In addition to these efficiency advantages, habitualization can also relieve a person of the psychological burden of constant decision-making, the instability of entertaining novel approaches, and the anxiety that comes from navigating new situations without a preset methodological framework, all of which can contribute to a greater sense of well-being. With the benefits of habitualization, there are also distinct dangers to watch out for, especially for those truth seekers keen on discovering the truth of their innate energetic preferences, as when consciously contemplating what their true path is, they are contending with the placating call to return to psychological muscle memory. By diminishing one's responsiveness to supposed distracting stimulus, one may be tuning out the internal voice of their innate nature, and thus sublimating their true self in service of externally comfortable and internally comforting life practices. This fosters a high probability for stagnation and complacency, as the comfort of well-worn patterns is mistaken for having found one's groove in life, having found their way of moving in the world, when in reality that groove has been imposed upon the person's autonomy and sense of self, thus reducing their capacity for self-actualization and personal growth. In conclusion, proper truth seekers understand that in order to gain insight that has previously proven to be elusive, they need to proactively engage in a process of de-habitualization to attain the necessary clarity to make such breakthroughs possible, by challenging established patterns of operating that may be preventing one from achieving an unbiased perspective on the matter. This process of de-habitualization requires an impartial proof-of-truth metric to ping off of, so one can make a clear connection between true foundational cause and effect, uncompromised by one's habituated expectations. In terms of gaining a primary baseline understanding of one's true self, the only evidential metrics that meets this empirical standard are the person's inherently manifesting physiological cues that, when observed with proficiency and detached interest, indicate a person's specialized category of innate energetic preferences, their core category of being human. Know this.